We're going to start. It's going to start with the Vanguard. Since Punch, Nation, and Sun somehow disappeared. I don't know what's going on with these papers. First, it was Punch for 2 days. Sun now disappeared for like a whole week. Now, Nation has joined them. We can't find Nation. So I started with Vanguard. Well, hopefully that they're not on strike or something.
Those are my favorite stats.
Yeah, so Nation, Punch, and Sun. Vanguard. Fuel price increases pushing Nigerians to the limit, says Labour. How poultry packaging curtails fixed prices, says FCCPC boss, Mr. Tunji Bello. FG justifies 4 toll gates on Abuja Kefi Makurdi Expressway. Ministerial appointment, Senate confirms Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu and 6 others. We are determined to flush out terrorists in Nigeria, says Defense Minister. NCAA dismisses report on choppers' airworthiness. Money supply increases 64% to 108.95 trillion. Somebody took that story. And workers poor now despite pay increases. Oshamole laments. Okay,
so let me start with what everybody's interested in, the ministerial appointment. So the Senate yesterday confirmed as ministers... yesterday, the Senate yesterday confirmed the former ambassador to Spain, Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu, and 6 other ministerial nominees forwarded to it by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, alongside the portfolio of Minister of State Foreign Affairs that was confirmed was also that of the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. Also that of Minister of Labour and Employment was confirmed. Minister of Industry, Trade and Development was also confirmed. Minister of Livestock Development, Minister of State Housing, and Minister of State for Education. They were all confirmed yesterday after the screening. I heard it was a rigorous, process and procedure. And that in the presentation, Bianca Ojukwu, who was the 3rd nominee to be screened from 1.59 to 2.36, lamented the deplorable state of our embassies, and that this was due to poor funding. Our embassies outside the country, that they're terrible. People are not able to also get their services on time. So that she's also going to work on that. And then the minister designated for the newly created Ministry of Livestock Development, E.D. Mokhtar, from Adamawa State, was 5th to be screened. I was asked to bring about modern ways of livestock business and development in Nigeria. Yes. So in his presentation, he noted that the problems of farmers and herders clashes would be solved by making the 417 grazing areas across the country functional. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, and Senator Montari Dantsi, APC Katsina South, specifically urged him to domesticate modernized ways of livestock development such that are practiced in China, the Netherlands, and Singapore. And he has promised that he was going to look into that, and let's see, have a way forward.
Okay, so I have a report from the Executive Vice Chairman and CEO of the FCCPC, that's the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, Mr. Tunji Bello. He has disclosed, and he's been going around the country, having various engagements with marketers, and he has disclosed yesterday in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, saying that there are cartels in the poultry and packaging industries that manipulate the market to keep prices high despite government interventions. According to him, according to the government, that poultry owners used to sell a day-old chick for 480 naira and 590 naira previously by standard. Then he said the arrival of 2 big players in the market. When they came in lots of money, influence, and power. And they manipulated the system such that, according to that, they took control of 80 to 90% of the poultry market in the city. And then they now dictated the price to a day-old chick to be 1,350 in a curious reversal of the law of the economy of scale, which otherwise stipulates that more you produce, it should be coming down. So they are the ones that are controlling the price, and that's why the price of poultry had increased. So I'm happy that he's going around and he's trying to find out who are the ones responsible. But he said that he has the names, he's not going to disclose the names of these 2 key players, but they are the reasons why the prices of poultry...
Disclose their names.
No, but they also have to do more investigation. It's a cartel.
People can't buy right now, because my dad usually raise about 10 or 15 to keep himself busy. And we've eaten the last batch. We're thinking it will rain now, we can eat for Christmas. And he said to buy it's scarce and expensive.
But if you don't disclose the name and start bringing these people to shame,
if he does on a public paper?
No, if he finds out, if he,
That's factual.
Yes, if it's factual, please disclose that. You know, because we have to start disclosing these names so that
In this same cartel, he said there's also 5 big players who actually are the business of importing and providing local manufacturers with packaged material. So there's a lot of manipulation going on in the system. Nigerians, we are our enemies.
Our own problem.
People are taking advantage.
that's what it's.
And we'll be calling
government.
government.
If the system was powerful, it wouldn't. Anyway, like the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority have debunked reports concerning the airworthiness of the helicopter that crashed in Port Harcourt. An online paper had carried it, saying that the helicopter had been scrapped. They said no. And then all these, 5NC, BC, prior,
acronyms.
Were saying it was registered here and it was deregistered there. But the bottom line is this. Why I read this story is because my daughter works for a company that they monitor ships that have been scrapped. They leave the ships to just drift.
Yeah.
When they were monitoring, all the ones that had been, it was in Nigeria, they found them.
Oh, wow.
Are you serious?
The system
serious.
is weak.
The system is really
The system is weak.
really weak.
So, but there seems to be some good news in the system. I was trying to find how this is good. But money supply has increased to about 64%. I recollect around this time, was it last year that we had that change in currency, or 2 years ago there was change in currency and there was no money was being sucked out, and there wasn't enough cash flowing. But now there's 64% increase in money supply. They said the banks, because of the interest rates, there are many money investment opportunities within Nigeria. So money is in the bank, there's enough cash flow within the bank. People are investing within the Nigerian system. They say quasi-money, including saving deposits, time deposits, and other near-money deposits have increased drastically. So it's sort of like a good indication for the government and, for the CBN, that the economy is doing seemingly well. Money is flowing and money is increasing. Credit, too, has increased. Government is taking a lot of loans. Banks have increased their interest rates a bit. So people are willing to, if you put your money in the system, you get a higher return. Looks good. We're waiting to let the results make life better for citizenry.
Let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.